Hey, what's up? This is an updated video on exercising with bicuspid aortic valve. This is David. Welcome to Heart Magic, Journey of Living Through with bicuspid aortic valve. I just got to the gym and I was thinking about the whole, I'd spoken to a few people on the internet and they were saying that their doctor's telling them not to exercise. I think that, I was told not to exercise. But exercising makes me feel amazing, and I know it's strengthening my heart. I really reaffirm what I think I said in my original video, which is, how are you going to get a stronger heart if you're not making your heart stronger? You know what I mean? I also think it's very broad brush to tell people not to exercise because they could hurt their valve. Now, I agree, you don't want to hurt your valve through exercise. 1000%. Do not hurt your valve through exercising. I think that a lot of people get disappointed by the level of intensity that they want to do, or maybe that they think they have to do, or that doctors think that they may think that they want to do. And at the end of the day, if you're exercising properly, you're not damaging your heart valve. You know what I mean? So I reaffirm what I said in my original video, which is, if you're going to strengthen your heart, you need to strengthen your heart. Cardio, first of all, warm up. This is one thing that I was not doing when I originally started working out, that I think it makes such a huge difference, which is really take the time to warm up. Your heart needs to go for gradual energy increase, so that you can really have this nice, steady, I'm putting in the work energy, and then swoop it down at the end. So the way that I'm doing it, it's not proper to do. A lot of people tell you don't do cardio during certain times of a workout, or don't do it in conjunction with working out. A lot of these people are people who are trying to build a lot of mass and everything. And so I stretch, maybe even get a little bit of meditation in there, mindset stuff. And then I run for anywhere from 10 minutes to 20 minutes as my warm-up, which instantly gets me my cardio. And then I go do a weight training workout. Now, people tell you not to do cardio beforehand. There's a lot of reasons why, and they claim that it helps. It's going to prevent you from building muscle properly, and there's probably truth to that. However, you need to warm up your heart. And then another thing is, another criticism is that you're not going to get as good of a pump and a good workout if you did your cardio and expended that energy. Well, for somebody with bicuspid aortic valve, I need to get my cardio in. I need to strengthen my heart and everything. Another thing is that maybe it's a good thing that I'm not getting as intense of a weight training workout in after I do the cardio, because I want my body, I want to do the weight training and to stimulate muscle growth in the areas that I'm trying to work out, but I don't want to overtrain, because if you're really putting in a hardcore push into your workout, then you are going to damage the heart valve. Another thing is that thing that people say about or doctors specifically say that they don't want you to hurt your heart valve. I think that some of this comes from the idea that there could be, if they tell them to work out, then now they're liable for their injury, or they can make the argument that it's expanding because you told me to exercise. And I think that this is one of those insurance liability things that doesn't actually align up with what you may particularly need. So so it's like you're preventing working out so that all of this advice seems to come down to doing the things that don't make your heart stronger. And I think that is where I'm personally trying to make sure that people are getting I'm sharing my account so that people can make good decisions for themselves. In my opinion, I think that it's ridiculous to tell people with bicuspid aortic valve to not exercise. I even think it's kind of ridiculous to tell them not to do isometric exercises. And there was a study that recently said the same thing too. In the short term, you're raising your blood pressure doing it. In the long term, you're strengthening your heart. So why would you not do it, kind of a thing? Now, again, there's limitations to that. And there are, people say don't lift stuff above your head. I'm doing all these things and my heart keeps getting stronger. So and like if you have other spots, like the left ventricle needs to, be strengthened and everything, like strengthen your heart. If you're not strengthening your heart, then it's going to be a downhill slide. Whenever you see people who just don't put in the effort, every area of their health suffers. If you're not getting the, the energy boost that exercise gives you, how in the world are you going to be able to live comfortably with a bicuspid aortic valve? I just don't see the logic to it. But again, you have to train properly. This is where another thing is like, some doctors are giving advice about weight training. They don't even weight train. Look at the doctor. Do they even weight train? Maybe they get their cardio in and their steps and they're taking care of their heart. Cool. But do you weight train? Well, then why am I listening to you? Kind of a thing. Again, Arnold Schwarzenegger got his physique, not just through light steroid use, but because he put in the work every single day for hours. He was working out for hours, and he had a bicuspid aortic valve. And I don't even know the real reason that they called for surgery with him, and this was a long time ago that he did this. And so, he's not a good example in terms of like the surgery aspect of it, now that we know that there are other techniques to help treat bicuspid aortic valve. But, when you look at what he did, as far as training to become that massive of a person and his heart was able to handle it, he trained properly relative to what he was trying to do. He put in the cardio. He did gradual increases with things, and was able to keep that physique. Now, he has good genes and it's built for that. So again, do what's right for you in terms of what your ultimate goals are, because some people like running these crazy marathons, and I don't know what people are doing. Like, that's not appealing to me. I just want to have a good physique. I want my body to be healthy. I want my heart to be healthy and on a good track on the mend. And that's really, as far as I see it, I don't think that there's anything wrong with people getting tone and lightly athletic. And if you're working out properly for your condition to strengthen it and thinking from that mindset, then of course your heart's going to get better and your whole body's going to get, if your whole body's functioning well, then your heart, it takes more stress off the heart. So, I mean, I want people to work out in a way that works for them. And I think that this is one of those things that I'm kind of being actively and proactively saying, hey, maybe we're not thinking about it from the full picture. Again, if you're really severely in a specific spot, you may need cardiac rehab. You may need to, I don't know how much you weigh. I don't know what your heart condition is, any of those types of things. You need to start the gradual process, and take it slow. Because, and another thing to think about that's not promoted much is recovery time. It's okay to not work out every single day. It's okay to just, I only got in the gym this week. I've only been able to get in the gym once. And I wanted to go every single day, to be honest, but I don't think I'm going to lose a bunch of muscle that I've put on just because I didn't go. Like, my goal does not align with I'm going to work out every single day. You know what I mean? So I'm getting stronger, I'm getting healthier as much as I possibly can each step that I'm going to take those wins. And I'm pushing it's much more about the habit and the growth of it than it is about being strict or about being intense either. So again, find your fitness goals, work with somebody that's going to help you get your heart into a good position and get your heart stronger. I don't see I personally, if I had listened to the advice, I think I would have been in way worse shape than I am now. And I wouldn't be as good of shape as I am now, because I made a point to not listen to that terrible advice. It's terrible for what I need, So anyway, maybe you got something out of this video. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you want to debate me. Whatever. Don't care. I'm going to the gym. Bye.